This Uzbekistani beast has recently emerged in the spotlight of boxing's best. And for a good reason.
He's absolutely quality.
And then he's coming back just as Iwasa looked like he was on the back foot here.
Uzbekistan's Murodjon Akhmadaliev is the future of the 126-pound division and is being viewed as the biggest threat to Japanese superstar Naoya Inoue right now.
Hand, and then a left hand to the body. Akhmadaliev again sizing up Sodto with a huge...
With an 80% knockout percentage, silky smooth footwork, and hand speed that flies like a bullet, it's clear that MJ is next up on the boxing Mount Rushmore.
He's stuck in a corner.
This is fighting is art. Let's dive in.
Naoya, you ready? Let's go, champ. Let's go.
I'm ready. Let's go, Naoya.
Since a kid, Akhmadaliev had been a demolition machine who had been trained for one thing, that is to have an unblemished career distinguished among the greatest in pugilistic history. He crushed skulls with unbelievable hooks in the amateur ranks, winning Olympic bronze in 2016 and World Championship silver in 2015. On the 10th of March 2018, a 23-year-old Murodjon made his pro debut and showcased to the world that he is the name that should be mentioned among the best prospects in the sport.
He makes his professional debut.
From the start, hooks pulverized his opponent.
It makes you waste a lot of energy just trying to shake and get out of that.
Following his opponent's every step, he pressured relentlessly.
Read in between the lines there. But he did get dropped.
Within minutes, MJ released combinations to the body, and a left hook sipping in crumbled his opponent.
MJ definitely not letting set up, which is a good thing.
MJ had taken zero damage in that beatdown. Trained by Joel Diaz, Murodjon has talents in spades. He is great at creating angles to find a home for his knockout punches, much like Vasil Lomachenko. But to top it all, he is highly defensively responsible.
Not only that, but you're dealing with a fighter with 28 fights, popping his punch.
Left-right combo, a strong combination up top. And then another...
In his second pro fight, releasing wild but precise shots, he showed a bit of his viciousness against Carlos Suarez, cornering his rival.
He's a nurse.
MJ released long bombs.
And throw Suarez backward.
He doesn't want to put him in. He wants to get rid of Suarez.
And at will. So you can hear the way his punches
Right back out of range.
And every punch, though powerful, was the brown with intent.
is that...
And left hooks being the weapon of choice, MJ landed the first knockdown.
Final 10 seconds around one. Suarez took a beating.
Following the hit and don't hit doctrine, he landed heavy damage without taking anything in return.
Very aggressive, but while being defensively responsive, coming forward, but defense is in the back of his mind.
His shots sounding like gunshots.
Very similar to Lomachenko. You constantly.
He turned his enemies' ribs to dusts with body shots.
Body shot. Big count as if we were in the apple. Oh, now there it is again. Shot.
And the killer left hook sent Suarez crashing once more.
Suarez is good.
And every of his shot was bringing his rival closer to the shadow realm.
Is there. He's just trying to do Johnson.
Does. The body that time and then body shot again with the right hand, drives Suarez into the ropes.
By round 5, his opponent was mopping the canvas. And MJ showed no mercy.
He's constantly stuck in a corner.
And crushing left hand.
Once again.
There's Suarez coming. Another straight left hand and a right hand. And a left hand drives him into the ropes and another left.
The finishing sequence was an act of mercy than anything else.
It's been a beating. And that's it. Well, stay Akhmadaliev right from the beginning.
Akhmadaliev!
Competing for a title in only his 3rd fight, he showed there is a new dog in the realm of the super bantamweight, and adopting his mom's liver steak recipe, the Uzbek tore through Ramon Contreras' liver with his left hook weapon of destruction.
Really good movement.
And And in his first defense, MJ's barrage of concussive shots was too much for his opponent to withstand. Showing no preference between the head and body, Murodjon was a nightmare to every opponent who dared to stand in his way. On the 13th of September 2019, at the Madison Square Garden, Akhmadaliev proved to be a prospect to watch. The rising junior flyweight delivered the biggest statement of his young career in knocking out sturdy-chinned Wilner Sodto. From the onset, MJ looked to be in the matrix.
And he's looking for the right shot at the right time. Very great. Right now he's looking to...
He landed his own punches, but evaded the incoming shots like a smooth criminal.
Step back, and
What he did right on cue. Aggressive here in the second round after he danced away the...
And his defensive abilities were again out of the ordinary.
but you're dealing with a fighter with 28 fights, popping his punch.
Little counter fall with the right. A left-right combo, a strong combination up top. And then another right.
But he soon started to release the knockout shots.
An inch or two. The right hook.
Sodto tried fighting back, but MJ already had his number.
Again, ready with that counter as that right hand.
In round 4, a big left turned his insides to mush.
Big left hand, and then a left hand to the body, and...
Sodto came back for more. So Akhmadaliev delivered.
Out of the way. Very high in only his 4th pro fight. This combination up top, and he is connecting on Sodto next.
So come around the guard of Sodto.
Oh, big left right.
Drawing his opponent in, he countered to the body.
And perhaps an opportunity to put Sodto away. Trying to keep the pressure on.
Throwing the left hook with all ferocity, the referee saved Sodto from Akhmadaliev.
Akhmadaliev, who is just...
It just cuts off the ring. He doesn't want to give Sodto any type of chance to...
Akhmadaliev again sizing up Sodto with a huge left hand, and that with a cracking left.
3 months later, in his 8th pro fight, he had a fierce battle against WBA and IBF super bantamweight champion Daniel Roman, winning by split decision and joining the ranks of world champions and becoming the quickest fighter in boxing history to become a unified ruler.
Uppercut by Roman before. That was a surprise. Sergio Moraco's coming out of Akhmadaliev. Roman feels he has a big advantage.
Back to the uppercut, doubles up with
This. He's not consistent enough.
Unified WBA and IBF.
In April 2021, fighting in his home country of Uzbekistan, MJ faced Japanese veteran Riosuk Iwasa. That night, he gave the Uzbekistan audience the bloodbath they came for. Wasting no time, he went for the finish.
Atmosphere, and he just wasn't right that.
And Murodjon exchanged comfortably in the pocket,
Couple of times, but it's only going to be
Ended clean.
good stuff. And then there's that up.
proving to not be scared of the fire.
And Akhmadaliev. Good right hand work, lead hand.
Discouraged the forward progress of Murodjon.
But the veteran Riosuk Iwasa was no slouch,
Well, bit of blood from the nose of MJ there, Akhmadaliev.
and he posed to be a true challenge.
Quality fights like this though between good opponents,
Yeah.
good fighters
Really
at this
looking-
level. And the sort of the
Well, only for a short while as MJ added extra torque to his punches.
Attacks behind the
good
jabs.
shot. That's a good
Set up.
He landed it there. It's a good shot.
Look for
There
it
you
again.
go again. That was a nice shot again, and a little right uppercut inside from him.
So nice response from
In round 5, MJ peppered him with stinging punches and the veteran and made him shake in his boots.
Caught clean. Now he back.
He threw 2 jabs to the body. He got a reaction from Iwasa, and he banged the uppercut in, and it started this barrage.
And there's an even.
An incredible succession of 1-2s drained Ryosuke's health bar, and saving him was in the hands of the referee.
He's absolutely quality.
And then he's coming back just as Iwasa looked like he was on the back foot.
It's
Here
over.
he goes, and he stopped it.
A champion and is challenging for another world title tonight.
Losing his belt in an extremely close split decision loss to Marlon Tapales, he suffered the only loss of his career. The 14th and 1st Uzbek sensation Murodjon Akhmadaliev by now has had his fair share of knockouts, but none as eye-catching as his performance against Ronnie Rios in 2022. From the opening bell, Murodjon Akhmadaliev came out looking slick, dancing on his toes, snapping punches like he was brushing dust off Rios's face.
So Ronnie Rios is coming in. Oh boy, what a jab right out of the gate from him.
But in the second, Rios adjusted like a chess player who just spotted a trap.
Not either, so expect fireworks.
And that's going to be not often.
Rios fired out stiff jabs, played it smart, and showed he wasn't just there to be target practice.
45% of his punches landed have been body shots, so he looks to go downstairs.
Akhmadaliev was still landing the meteor shots, the kind that make a man question his career choices.
Well, he is pushing the fight back and hurt a little bit when he run.
Rios stuck to the jab like it was a comfort blanket, but did little else.
Really good. Crisp hard look.
I've got 3 rounds to none in favor of Akhmadaliev. Rios is having...
Akhmadaliev was cracking him with the kind of punches that make trainers scream for head movement.
Yeah, with a clubbing right hand. It is code red time for Rios.
There was a left hand to the breadbasket. I'm telling you. Rios doesn't know how to...
In the fourth, Rios got badly rocked as Akhmadaliev unleashed a combo that looked like it came with a drum roll and fireworks.
Shot, Sergio. Yeah, left uppercut of the body. Right in the stomach. He's still covering it. He's covering up. He is hurt. And Akhmadaliev with a clubbing.
Head, body, head again. The champ turned into a one-man wrecking crew.
That was a hit.
And it's here. That's going to be a lingering hurt for Ronnie Rios. They have a great memory, Tom. They don't forget.
Rios tried to rally at the end of the round, swinging big and trading leather, but it was clear who was running the show.
10-8 rounds. And
Nice right hand from Rios. He knows this in cover. He was resilient, and now he's coming forward, looking to hurt.
Though Rios had his moments, Akhmadaliev was painting a masterpiece, jabbing, moving, pivoting, and making Rios chase ghosts.
His moments in this fight and counterpunch off these...
This is make or break.
Akhmadaliev was in total control, with his punches landing like sharp texts in a breakup argument. Rios kept coming forward, bless his chin, but he was walking into big shots.
Oh, that one got him real good.
Well, he's trying to move away from that left hand. Factor, he's going to change it entirely and move away from the right hand.
The eighth round was another beatdown, as Rios ate a buffet of right hands that shook him up like a snow globe.
Akhmadaliev may be a one-arm fighter right now, but that right hook is
and over again.
But he is right hand heavy.
In the 10th, Rios finally flipped the script. He stormed out of the gate, throwing hands and pushing Akhmadaliev back and actually landing clean shots.
Oh, look at Rios.
a lot more aggressive, cutting off the ring now. Body shot by Rios.
No surprise there.
That hope was crushed in the 11th as Akhmadaliev regained control, piercing Rios up with a surgeon's precision and a brawler's venom.
Stand warrior. Murodjon Akhmadaliev has been fixed. Another.
The final round was brutal as Rios got folded again with body shots, sent him down in visible agony.
And Rios is weak to the body.
What are you trying to do here?
And how
he got him with a body shot. A big body shot. Rios crouching over. And he
He got up, but what followed was a one-sided assault that forced the referee to jump in and save Rios.
Credit Ronnie Rios, but he's not recovered. I would take another knee at this point if you're going to continue.
I will stop the fight.
And they will win it.
While Murodjon faced some adversity in this fight, Naoya Inoue faced something far worse against Luis Neri, but his recovery was legendary. On May 6th at the Tokyo Dome, a cathedral of combat history, Naoya Inoue stepped in to defend his throne and all 4 major belts, WBC, WBO, IBF, WBA, draped around his waist like royal armor. Japan's beloved monster was expected to deliver another highlight reel massacre, but what followed was nobody saw coming. In the opposite corner stood Luis Pantera Neri, a fierce southpaw from Mexico with 35 wins and 27 knockouts. Fans thought he'd come to survive, but Pantera didn't just bring fire, he was the fire. From the very first bell, all hell broke loose. There was no warm-up, no feeling out, just pure violence. Inoue came out swinging like he had dinner reservations, throwing bombs early. But then, Neri landed a missile of a left hand and dropped the monster flat on his back. The Tokyo Dome gasped as Inoue's legs did the salsa, and for the first time in his legendary career, he looked mortal. But if round 1 was the scare, round 2 was the snapback. Inoue returned with surgical rage, snapping Neri's head back with jabs like a metronome of punishment, and then a wicked left hook that sent Neri skidding to the floor like he'd stepped on oil. Neri got up, fists still firing, but Inoue had found his rhythm. By round 3, the monster was painting his masterpiece in violence, punishing with pinpoint shots, while Neri swung back like a man trying to punch out of a nightmare. In round 4, Inoue started talking with his hands, taunting, luring, and breaking Neri's will without saying a word. By round 5, Inoue had morphed into a boxing surgeon, and every punch he threw sliced through Neri's soul. Just when Neri thought he'd caught his breath, Inoue dropped a left hook from the underworld, and Neri was down again. Neri rose on wobbly legs and foggy eyes, and Inoue pounced like a lion who smelled blood. And then, the final exorcism in round 6. Inoue stepped in and launched a nuclear uppercut, followed by a straight right that erased Neri's consciousness from the building. Neri's soul left the chat, the monster rose from the ashes and absolutely destroyed Neri, and his performance was far more eye-catching than that of Murodjon's against Rios. But can Murodjon level the score with his next fight? Showcasing his ability to overcome a duel of smoking barrels, Murodjon was booked in a title eliminator against Kevin Gonzalez and found himself on the brink of disaster. At the onset, MJ was getting smudged upstairs.
The star is this. I thought it was because of Michael Jackson. That's exactly what it is.
Hold that left hand with the same.
And there is an avenue for a right uppercut to land.
Gonzalez looked to take his head off with every shot.
He's doing there. Sneak his foot.
With that broken hand.
The right hands, though not landing cleanly, were doing damage.
I think it's going to be all Akhmadaliev. That's MJ's fight. Fighting.
Gonzalez here doing a
Well, MJ woke up and was now ready to moonwalk on his opponent.
Smiling ear to ear. Stephen Akhmadaliev is able to just, go from left to right. Ooh, that left.
Stunning his marauding opponent with vicious uppercuts. Like a bull to the slaughter, Gonzalez couldn't eat what MJ threw in return.
And he's having a little success here at the start of the round, but it just got caught. The knee is down.
Murodjon was giving him no breathing space.
With a big shot that clearly hurt him.
And he's getting caught again. There's no accident here.
And like a predator, he landed everything on him but the kitchen sink.
Uppercut. Code red time here for Gonzalez. MJ going for the kill. That left uppercut is going to land again.
MJ needed blood, and the finishing shots were in array.
Seems to be hurting him. Oh, man. The body language is all wrong. He's trying to convince himself he's not hurt. But the body's telling. Will they call it?
And Gonzalez was now nothing more than a punching bag.
Still plenty of time in this round. He goes down.
It's just the feet getting tangled up. That's a good shot there from Akhmadaliev.
1, 2. Things landing.
By round 8, the cheers turned to sounds of concern for Gonzalez, who was getting annihilated.
See that one single bomb, that's a flurry of punches will open up that shot instead of just looking for that one single. Credit for getting back up. So there was the uppercut. He should wave it off right now. Gonzalez.
The finishing shot was out of a Creed movie.
questionable. Is it?
In December 2024, Murodjon Akhmadaliev returned to the ring after a year to face Ricardo Espinosa for the interim WBA Super Bantamweight title. But the fight wasn't just about gold, it was about sending a strong message to Naoya Inoue. With Inoue's clash against Sam Goodman postponed due to a sparring injury, the timing couldn't have been more perfect. From the opening bell, Akhmadaliev controlled the distance like a general, pumping out a piston-like jab that kept the dangerous Espinosa swinging at air.
And Caroline Dubois being upgraded.
He just come ploughing forward. I didn't close this thing.
And he can dig too. 12.
The powerful Mexican tried lunging in and paid for it.
Those have been world title fights. Not the
Southpaw orthodox.
In round 2, a sneaky left hand cracked him clean, a warning shot of what was about to unfold.
Short, hopefully for him, that's not Odin.
strong shots, but there was success before that from Akhmadaliev. And again,
left hand and a lovely left hook. Walked him on.
In round 3, Murodjon turned up the heat and dropped bombs.
Next week has been called off because of an outburst.
Oh, that was a good right hook.
And that after.
He's controlling the range in between the two fighters.
And one brutal barrage had Espinosa kissing the canvas and barely beating the count.
A couple of rounds, it was really...
Wobbly and wide-eyed, Espinosa got up, only to be sent back down by another punishing flurry.
Right, left, and he's down.
Down he goes.
But credit to the Mexican, he got up again, still swinging like a madman in a hurricane.
Still not one backward step from Espinosa. Typical Mexican reaction to getting put down. He's swinging it out.
His punches had venom, but Akhmadaliev's accuracy was surgical.
Accuracy of these shots remain impressive. Cannot miss.
And that is all he needed to detonate a chilling left hand detonated on Espinosa's chin and put him out of his misery.
Still flowing shots, and down he goes once again.
To the fight at all. That 1-2, the left hand, an absolute...
It was one of the most dominant performances of Murodjon's career. But does it match Naoya Inoue's one-sided beatdown of TJ Doheny in 2024 by winning the interim WBA Super Bantamweight title? Undisputed Super Bantamweight champion Naoya Inoue and Murodjon Akhmadaliev are expected to fight on September 14th in Tokyo, Japan, a significant matchup within the Super Bantamweight division. How do you think this fight will play out? Let us know in the comments.